So today's video is for my fellow creators, the beginners, the professionals, if you're somewhere in the middle, if you just want to try out equipment before you buy it, I'm going to let you know how to do that. I'm going to let you know how you can get your hands on thousands of dollars worth of gear for less than 100. It's that simple. Over a year ago, I wanted to propose to my girlfriend, and I took her on a trip to Canada. I booked a hotel looking over Niagara Falls. I got flights, rental car, I got a fancy dinner. I bought her a nice ring. I wanted to make this a trip to remember, and I just didn't want to remember it up here. I wanted to get everything on camera, but I spent so much money on the trip, I didn't have enough money for a camera, and I didn't own a decent one. So I looked on the internet for solutions, and I found out that I can rent cameras from a place called BorrowLenses. I ended up renting a G7X Mark II in a GorillaPod. The process was really simple. It didn't break my pockets. It was very easy. I loved it. And this past weekend, I had a wedding to shoot, so I had to use their services again. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to review BorrowLenses, as well as show you guys how things work, what the product looks like when it gets here, the whole process of sending it back, everything. So let's get into it. So first of all, let me tell you what I got. I rented a Manfrotto X Pro monopod with a fluid head, two 24-70 2.8 L series lenses, a Canon 80D, a Rode Video Mic Pro Plus, a Zoom H4n, and finally the Rode Link wireless filmmaker kit. Now let's calculate the cost of all this equipment if I were to buy it. I actually already calculated it. This is just for dramatic effect, so I don't know if this is adding to the video or taking away, but I'm doing it. So if you added up all the equipment I got, it would be about $5,670. Who just has that ready to spend at the drop of a dime? Somebody does, but it's not me. And if you're watching this and you're still watching this, it's probably not you. So to rent all of this for 4 days, I only spent $324.39. That's including shipping, taxes, what's that thing called? Like the warranty or the damage waiver. That's what they call it, the damage waiver. And I didn't even get it on everything. Like I didn't get it on the monopod. I figured I could be careful enough to protect that, but I did get it on like the lenses and some of the more expensive things. Now that's a really good price. I only paid about 17% of what the actual cost would be. Now keep in mind, I rented it for 4 days. I only needed it for 3. However, if you're shooting something on a Saturday, you cannot return the equipment on a Sunday. So you either have to return it Monday or get the shoot done super early so you can return it on Saturday. So if I would have done 3 days, it would have even been cheaper. So let's talk about the packaging. I don't have any footage of it, but when I got the G7X, it came in this really small box. It was very easy to manage. But when I rented this, it came in this huge box filled with this protective foam, and it was just equipment everywhere in it. It was like Christmas. Now the camera, the lenses, and the Rode mic, the Pro Plus one, they actually came in bags. I thought that was a little weird, but it makes sense. It kind of saves space. You don't need cases. The lenses, of course, had the protective caps on them and everything. Now the packaging for the Rode Filmmaker kit and the H4 Zoom, I thought was exceptional. They came in these hard cases. They were organized inside. There was a slot for every single thing. Not only is that good to protect the equipment, but if you're showing up for a shoot, it just makes you look a lot more professional. So yeah, A+ packaging for those things. Now, another thing that I can truly appreciate about the equipment is everything is tagged with BorrowLenses on it. The reason I like this is because if you're using your own equipment or if you're using somebody else's equipment and you're mixing it in with the BorrowLenses stuff, you won't get it mixed up because it says BorrowLenses on the stuff that belong to the company. Okay, before I move on to the next thing, I just want to mention real quick, when I did get the Canon 80D, it does come with an extra battery. I think that's important to say because a lot of times when you're on these shoots, it's important to have multiple batteries. They will come with 2 batteries. I just wanted to mention that before I moved on to the next part of this. So now I just want to take you through the website to show you how everything works, what your options are, and just to show you some of the prices as well. Okay, so I had to come upstairs real quick because the audio downstairs in my unfinished office is complete trash. So here is the BorrowLenses website. When you first go on, you'll notice right up top, you have your menu. I love how their menu is broken down, especially for video. I really don't do a lot of photo stuff. And as you can see, there's a wide variety of gear that you can look through. I believe the only thing that I do not see on their website are drones. If you type in drones, they have a couple, in fact, let's do it real quick. I think they have a couple accessories for drones. That's about it. As you can see, that's it. There's nothing. So no drones, but everything else they have available. So really quick, I just want to take you through the process of putting something in your cart and just seeing how that whole thing goes. So let's go to video, let's go to DSLR, and then let's choose something like, let's choose the 60 Mark II. Let's click on it. So as you can see, they let you know what the retail price is and what the price is for 3 days. Now, I forgot to mention this earlier, but you do have to rent something for at least 3 days. So let's choose some random dates. I'm gonna say February 4th. And just to show you real quick, let's say I tried to rent it for like 2 days or a day. And as you see, it says rental must be between 3 and 90 days. So let's choose the 7th, and you could just click this right here, add it to your cart. And the little cart thing pops up. I love how over here on the right side of your screen, they show you different accessories that you can get. Really convenient. So let's go to the cart. Click checkout. Now this is what I was talking about earlier, the damage waiver. It's only 12 bucks. I think for something like a camera, it's smart to get it. You don't want to have to pay the full cost for anything if something happens to the gear. So there is a free shipping option, which I think is really cool. The downside, there's only 2 locations. BorrowLenses, if you are watching this, please get more locations. That would save us a bunch of money, and we would love you even more than we already do. Or at least I do. I don't know how other people feel about it. You can pick up from San Carlos, California, or Waltham, Massachusetts. Now, if you don't live near any of those locations, you have 2 other options. You can either ship it to your home, your hotel, or a business, and that's 25 bucks. Or if you're in a rush to get it, you can pay 32 bucks. I round everything up. It's easier for my brain. Now, as you can see with this option already, I am able to get this camera for under $100. That's a really good deal, I think. You can also have it sent to a UPS location. I love the fact that you can put in your code. I'm gonna put in mine, and you have all your options here. This is a great option if you're not sure you're gonna be at home the day that your gear gets there. You don't want thousands of dollars sitting on your porch. So if you go up here and you go to My Accounts, I love this section. I think it's amazing. You have your saved carts. You can save it, come back to it later and adjust. You can create a wish list. They have your order history. You can go back to your order history and just click reorder. Or if there is a current order that you have, you can just extend it by clicking this. It also lets you know the status of your order. So again, the website is easy to use, very user-friendly, and I have nothing bad to say about it. Now, after you've gotten everything, you've used it, you're ready to return it, you have to just put the equipment in there as neat as possible. There's no particular way. Now, I'm sure if you order like 1 or 2 things and it comes in a small box, it's very easy to put it together. In my large box, there was foam at the bottom of the box, there was foam in the middle, and there was foam on top, and in the middle was all the equipment, so I just kind of arranged it the best way I could. Put things in a smart way so it's nice and safe and nothing's getting damaged. Now, with all of your equipment, you also get a return label. Now, on the return label, if you flip it around on the back, there's instructions, a little checklist to make sure you do everything you need to do before you send it back. All you got to do is take it to UPS, slap the new label on there, make sure the old label is covered. UPS will do it for you. You send it back to UPS and they will take care of you. It's an amazing process. I loved it. But as much as I love it, this is actually the hardest part. I promise you 100%, you will feel aches and pain in your heart. It's so hard. You fall in love and then you just gotta let it go. It will be hard. So I hope I covered everything and gave anybody who's never used their services a good picture of what it's like to deal with BorrowLenses. I love them. I will use them again in the future. If you have any comments or questions about it, please leave them in the comments. I will answer every single one. If you use BorrowLenses yourself and you have some insight, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you want to stick around for more, but I gotta go because I'm hungry. Peace.